So if you're going to come to Mexico City and buy Cuban cigars, a few considerations. Um, they don't give them to you in a cellophane wrapper. They give them to you like this, and they give them to you in this kind of thingy, which is essentially useless because it doesn't keep humidity or protects the cigar. So you need to bring from the US your own uh, case with your own bóveda packs so that you protect your cigars while you're here and they don't get too dry. Another consideration is that the humidity in Mexico City can be very low. If you see today, humidity is 19%. So that's super dry. That's even drier than Las Vegas. I was in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and that was 23%. This is 19%. So it's essentially like the desert. So again, bring your portable humidor and your bóveda packs, because if not, you're going to be in trouble and your cigars are not going to be as enjoyable as you wish. So this is a Cohiba Robusto. They don't give you the information in the store about the wrapper, but I believe it's Habano based on the color and everything. You can see that by the logo and everything. This is a legit Cohiba bought at the factory store of Habanos S.A. in Mexico City. And the wrapper was getting messed up because of the dryness, so I put up a little bit of glue here. That was me. But again, the problem is that they don't give you cellophane wrappers, they don't give you a humidifying case or anything, so the dryness here kills you. But let's try to smoke it, and hopefully it'll hold enough to finish the cigar. This has been my dream for a while, to smoke a Cohiba, a Cuban Cohiba, so let's see how it goes. So I'm going to cut it. Okay, successfully cut. So I don't want to take another cut because I don't want to mess the wrapper because of the dryness, but let's see. So it is cut, and now I got this new lighter. By the way, you cannot bring cutters or lighters on the airplane, so you have to buy a cheap one and a cheap lighter and hope they don't take them away at the airport. If not, you have to buy one here or on Amazon, order it to your hotel here. This is an $80 cigar, so, but it does have the wow factor. Upon the first puff, it really has a great flavor, so at least it does taste very nice. The flavor is strong, definitely. It's not a mild cigar by any stretch. So this is again the Cohiba Robusto, once lighted, and let's hope it's a great experience. We will see. So I am well into the first third of the cigar, and I'm trying to smoke it not too slow, not too fast so that it doesn't get bitter, but not too slow so that the wrapper doesn't peel because of the dryness. But so far, I will say the flavor is somewhat strong, but it has a significant bitter note, and that sort of takes away from super enjoying the flavor. It's not a bad flavor, not unpleasant at all. It's not bitter like when it is too hot or when it is has a bad raw. It's just a bitter that comes with the flavor. But it's just, I don't know, I was expecting and always read in the reviews that it was something chocolatey, and it is, but it is a lot stronger, and it also has a slight note of pepper, and the combination is not bad, but it's not as amazing as I expected. Maybe I have too great expectations of an $80 cigar, but Yeah, it's good. It's okay, but it's not like, oh my god, like this is the best I ever had. No, definitely not. So that's the story so far. We will see how it continues. So you can see that the ashes hold very well. The draw is very smooth and the burn is pretty even. So overall, it's a very, very high quality cigar, as you will expect. And again, the flavor is good, just not amazing, but pretty decent. According to the story, this cigar was invented for Fidel Castro by the Cuban cigar makers of the Habanos S.A. company. And for some years, it was just made for him. And then eventually he started giving it away to diplomats and then to other celebrities. And eventually it became a world-renowned cigar. And nowadays it's like the hallmark of an expensive cigar and luxury and great taste. So that's how the Cohiba is so famous, and that's why I definitely wanted to smoke a Cuban Cohiba. It's just that it's turning out to be not bad, but just, I guess, a slight disappointment, but I mean, let's continue and see how it goes. So if you see, the wrapper is starting to peel. That is not really because of the cigar, I don't think. It's just because of the dryness, that 19% humidity in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue so that it doesn't keep peeling over. And let's see how it continues. And so that I can smoke it. If not, the flavor is going to turn harsh and it'll be a pity. So we are doing the cigar flavor notes now for this Cohiba Robusto. The brand is Cohiba, the shape is Robusto, the size is 4 inches and 7/8. Ring gauge is 50. This is my vacation in Mexico. The cost is about $80, maybe slightly more. The manufacturer is Habanos S.A. The manufacturer location is in Cuba. The wrapper origin is Cuba. The color is Colorado. The binder origin is Cuba. The filler origin is Cuba. In terms of the flavor meter, the body is medium to full. The flavor is also medium to full. This is not a mild cigar at all. The strength is also medium to full. In terms of the flavors, upon the first puff comes a strong woody note, but also with a little bit of bitter all at once, and a little bit of pepper, spicy. So then upon the second puff, you notice a little bit of creamy, chocolatey, and also a little bit of toasted. And then as you continue, you notice a little bit of leather and sweet. And those are all the flavors that I got, nothing else, more or less in the proportions, all right, as I put them there. In terms of the rating, for the appearance, I will give it a 10 because it's obviously the super famous band of the Cohiba with all the protections for fakes that come, the hologram and everything. The construction, I will give it a 9.5 because of that peeling that is coming, and the fact that they don't give it to you on a wrapper, a cellophane wrapper. In terms of flavor, I will give it a 9 at best, maybe even slightly lower. Again, the flavor is complex, is strong, and is pleasant. It's just not the amazing flavor that I expected. I guess you could compare it a little bit to the cigars of A.J. Fernandez that are like this, very complex, very kind of strong flavor. The value for the money, I will give it a 6 because it's a very expensive cigar, $80. And yeah, it's a Cohiba, you're having it, but is it like, oh my God, what a great experience? No, it's okay, it's good, but not what I expected. The overall rating, I will give it like an 85 to 90. Again, it's a very pleasant cigar, but just not like a super amazing cigar. Like, it's not the best cigar I have ever in my life. It's just very pleasant, cool, nice, but I guess it is what it is. So I'm well into the second third of the cigar. The flavor has gotten a little bit better. and a little more powerful. Continues to be pleasant. It didn't turn harsh or bitter. It is the same flavor, just a little bit more concentrated and a little bit nicer. The burn continues to be pretty even. The ashes continue to hold very well, so overall not a bad experience. So I am well into the last third of the cigar, and you can see that the ashes continue to hold really well. In a little bit I'm going to remove the band, but the ashes hold well, the burn continues to be very even, and thank God the wrapper has not peeled, so far so good. So I'm going to continue and I will let you know how it ends, but the flavor did get a little bit stronger in a nice way, and it hasn't gone bitter or harsh or anything, so it's been a good experience so far, at least in that sense. So I just asked it and I continue to smoke it. But I'm starting to like it a little bit more, I guess. Maybe initially it was just my expectation versus reality, but so far so good. Let's see how the last inch ends. So I'm going to remove the band, because this is obviously an iconic band that I want to keep in my logbook. Luckily I didn't peel the wrapper when I removed it. And I'm going to continue smoking the last third of the cigar. Let's see how far I can get. Yesterday, Upman, I could only get to the last inch and a half. Normally I try to get to the last inch. So we will see how far I can get before it. So I'm near the end of the cigar. Maybe I'll try to smoke another half an inch, but the light is going out, so I have to finish it quickly. And also, but what I wanted to say is, in this last third of the cigar, there were some puffs that had a strong chocolatey flavor, really nice, really pleasant. So I guess it's one of the things that make famous the Cohiba, the chocolatey notes. So I wanted to say that yes, indeed, they have it. They didn't have them as much in the first two thirds, but in the last third of the cigar, they have had those strong chocolatey flavor notes. So I'm getting to the last part of the cigar. I'm in the last part of the cigar, but I'm getting close to the point where I throw it away. But you can see that the ashes are holding very nice. The throw continues to be very nice too. And the flavor in these last puffs, it has continued with those strong chocolatey notes and even some herbal tones that are very, very pleasant. So I guess the Cohiba is a cigar that it turns the best in the last third of the cigar. So that's something I just learned, but it's closing very strong, definitely. I'm going to try to smoke maybe half an inch or a quarter of an inch more and then throw it away. But it's a nice experience so far. So I got to the last inch of the cigar, so I'm now about to throw it away, but you can see that it's holding like 1 inch of ashes very, very well. And it didn't get bitter or anything. I'm really throwing it away because it's getting too hot to hold it in my hand. But it was a very good experience. Definitely not what I expected. But I couldn't say that it was a bad cigar by any stretch. And the last third, as I said, it had much better flavor. So definitely be aware that the last third in a Cohiba is the best one. As you can see, I'm posting a lot of original cigar content. I am traveling, I am researching, I am reviewing different cigars, even these fancy ones, and I'm investing in production. So please subscribe to my channel for more original content, like this video, and thank you for watching.